beautiful Niagara Falls. But first, going to the beach in Toronto. If you guys come to Toronto, on Toronto Island, Center Island, they've got the cutest little amusement park for kids, but then they just have like tons of park and a beach. On the way to the beach, you got to see beautiful scenery and loads of bikes, loads and loads. And what I'm guessing is joke street signs. I mean, we never saw a clothing optional beach, despite what it says. Not that we would have went. I'm just saying. The beach we went to was on the far opposite side of the island where the ferry dropped you off. But at least you got to see all this beautiful nature, and it smelled heavenly there. This was the pier overlooking the closest beach to where we first came up to, but we walked a little farther down. We're in seagull territory. Look at all those. To a place a little more private, sans seagulls and people. We had the stretch of beach to ourselves mostly, with a few people coming in and out throughout the day. The temperature, not too bad.
It's not as cold as...
No, the problem is though, it's only like 74 degrees outside. So,
it won't take us long laying out.
Later, the lifeguard got a call in from the station making sure that they were staying hydrated and cooled off in the water periodically because there was a heat warning and they needed to be safe. It was 73. For those using Celsius, this isn't even 23 degrees. How is that a heat warning? But we got the whole beach to ourselves on this part right here. It did get cloudy every once in a while, but all because we walked like 5 extra minutes. We had all this privacy. We're headed out for my day at the beach. We paid to take a water taxi to the island, but the Toronto Island ferry is actually free on the way back, so that's what we took. The line was crazy, and there was actually a few people who cut line, which was also just bizarre because the ferry held like 1,000 people, and even though the line was really backed up, there was still plenty of room for everybody. There was no point in cutting. We walked miles all day, every day, and Mom deserves a night off of her feet. So I booked us a comedy show. She insisted we get there like an hour early so we could get good seats. Sadly, there were only like 20 people there, but that did mean we got front row center seats. Next day, Niagara Falls! The US side, the Canadian side. We did not do zip lining, but it did look a lot of fun, but it also cost a lot of money, and I was like, I'm good. But I definitely wanted to see the falls up close and personal, so we did the journey to the falls. That's not us. We had to go down a little adventure even to get there. Elevators, walking these long corridors out. Then we had to get suited up so we could stay dry. Thank you. Put it on. Me not realizing yet that I've put this on backwards. Come on, I got a recording.
Instructions on how to wear life jackets is also clearly labeled in the storage lockers. Life rafts are located at the stern of the boat. In the event of an emergency, please remain calm. An alarm will sound and you will be directed by our crew members on how to proceed.
That's the overlook on the American side. And that's the bridge connecting America to Canada right there. And the traffic was crazy. Oh, yeah. Snagging a quick pic before we get drenched. It was kind of cool because it was telling you like trivia the entire time, which I'm a nerd and love. And we didn't take a guided tour, so I liked that. Whenever the American boat and the Canadian boat passed, they always yelled and waved at each other. I mean, sure, I guess. Fun times while in Niagara Falls, do Niagara Falls. Now, I did make Mom take lots of videos and pictures with me because it was our first time ever going to the falls, and who knows if we'll ever go again. So I wanted to make sure that we had the memories. That's me trying to wipe some of the water off of the lens, unsuccessfully. And I will say, while anywhere else in the United States, the U.S. out of Niagara Falls would be extremely impressive. And I mean, it still is. But when you get to the Canadian side, it is just like, wow. Just look at it. And ignore all the water on the lenses. And that was our last day in Canada. A beautiful way to end a beautiful vacation. Thank you guys so much for joining us. And until next time, bye. Have a great Labor Day weekend, everyone.
Ashley and